is Freeloaders. I'm MikePapaFoxtrot.
And I'm 3T.
Freeloaders is a regular look at what is or has been free to download from the PlayStation Network. We download the games and then give them a play and see if they're worth the download, bandwidth and time.
This time we're looking at Steep, an extreme sports game which places an emphasis on online multiplayer, focusing on competing in various winter sporting challenges with other players online. It was released worldwide on the 2nd of December 2016 for Microsoft Windows, PlayStation 4 and Xbox One, and these are our first impressions. Our first actual impressions as old men have been, what lovely peaceful music.
Such a change from the last episode of the last season.
Yeah, I'm assuming as an extreme sports game, this is lulling us into a false sense of security, and there might be some settings changes happening from at least one of us very shortly.
Oh, at least one of us. So here's a quick question for you, 3T. So
Yeah.
this game hasn't been released on Nintendo Switch?
I don't know. I deleted that bit of the blurb. It was quite long. I imagine maybe it has or hasn't. I can't remember what I deleted.
Yeah, well, it was originally scheduled to be launched on the Nintendo Switch, but development was cancelled prior to the console's launch, and development ceased in August of 2018. But I'm
almost
just
as if-
guessing that.
almost as if that information was surplus to requirements. So, shall we see if our peaceful existence is going to be shattered and press X?
Let's press X. I'm pushing X now.
Oh, connecting to Steep server. I'm assuming
Something about exploration camera.
Really hope this isn't going to make me sign in and create an account. I'm going to be very displeased.
Oh, because that doesn't normally go very well for one of us, and it's usually you. Helicopter tickets?
No, it's
Have you been scrolling along the bottom and having a read what's all along the bottom?
no.
Free
something about
tricks.
sharp turns.
No, there's lots of things. There's it's got all the keyboard commands. Loading, please wait. Loading 3 of 3. Well, something's going forward anyway.
Yeah, I'm just gonna keep pressing.
Buy
the
some
D-pad.
helicopter tickets in the shop. That's slightly worrying. That makes me, start to think that I might have to actually put my hand in my pocket, which would be worrying. Oh, I've got a mountain range, and I've got some very nice J.J. Abrams lens flare going on. And
yours has started a bit sooner than mine. Then, if you've got, oh no, I have that. Loading, please wait 2 of 3. Mine says.
Oh, okay. It looks very nice.
Yeah.
It looks very nice indeed. It's I've got a guy who's currently walking up to the top of a hill with his snowboard on the back.
Well, I'm
Now
quite
he's looking down
disappointed
the hill.
that it's made you start before. Oh, here we go. I've got a white screen and a mountain. I am a good 10 seconds at least behind you then.
Well, we can rally anyway. And now it's fading to white, and now I've been given an objective.
I'm just going to skip the cinematic just to try and catch up with you. Oh, you have to hold the button to skip. Okay. So your objective, reach the edge of the platform, and this is going to be our tutorial then. You getting some messages to go to the edge of this cliff thing? Well, not
Yeah,
on the cliff,
I'm just working out how to run. Good news is I haven't actually changed my my settings yet, so this could end very badly.
This walking in the snow effect is very nice.
Hang on, I'm just changing my options. Game
Okay.
settings, controls. How does that work then? Oh, like that. Oh, that's really nice. There was a game recently where we had that. Okay, I have no idea. I guess it's in camera settings. You could have enjoyed the cinematics, you see.
Yeah, no, I can't be bothered. I had to try and catch you up. So, have you made your way to the edge of this sort of platform?
I'm currently trying to invert my axis.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll just wait here for you so we can experience the ride at the same
vertical
time.
axis, invert horizontal axis, invert vertical axis. It's the vertical axis, isn't it? Why can't they just use the same bloody thing for everything? Why can't it be Y or something like that? Hang on, invert vertical axis for air sports? Yeah. Go on then. Do it for all.
New Year, same old complaints from us. That's good.
Oh yeah, I never change. Now, did that save? Because that didn't save. I don't think that saved. Oh, it did save. Okay. There we go back. And now I'm back on the thing. So I'm ready to jump when you're ready to jump.
Are you on the edge of the platform? I've just been
I'm on the edge of the
around.
platform, yeah.
Right, so I'm heading into the sort of jaw thing. Open the sports wheel to hold R1. Highlight wingsuit L down and release R1 to validate your choice. Okay. Ready to just follow some instructions.
Okay, I have no idea. What?
Hold
Open?
R1. Oh, I've got the same L1 R1 problem as last time. Okay. Highlight wingsuit. Done. Release to validate choice. Now I'm wearing a wingsuit.
Remember, you can pop your
I'm changing from...
anywhere out here.
I thought I was, but apparently I'm not. Hang on a minute.
Good jump.
Oh, I've just fallen off the edge.
Oh, that's the wingsuit.
Okay, if you crash, hold triangle to start again. I just casually strolled left and he just crumbled off the edge.
So what do we do now then?
So just run towards the edge, I guess, and then whoa, and then
how do you open
hold
your
flight by
wingsuit,
pulling
then?
back. Oh, that's very pretty. And forward to dive. I don't know where I'm going.
I'm suddenly regretting changing the X and the Y because suddenly it made more sense. It made more sense in the default configuration.
It was already expecting you to have an inverted axis.
Oh, I can live with it though. This is very much like oh, I just crashed into the ground.
I've missed my target.
This is very much like Just Cause.
Right,
Oh.
I've got to start again.
Oh, I've crashed twice now already.
I now realise I'm looking for rings to fly through. That was this is probably going to be one of the videos that makes me look the most stupid. But that's fine.
My G-force 253.4, and that was the speed I slammed into the ground then.
Have you come to the bottom of the track?
Yeah, no. I'm struggling because I've inverted my flight controls. I'm going to have to change them back in a minute. But
so now I'm snowboarding.
That's nice. Well, I'm reaching to... This has got a little bit of Just Cause in it, and the fact that you have to suddenly change your... Oh, I crashed into the ground. Only 143 Gs that time. Is it not going to let me start again?
Yeah, just hold triangle if you need to start again in the wingsuit. I had to start at least twice.
Oh, I'm on, I think, start 3 or 4. Maybe 5. I don't know, I've lost count.
Oh, the snowboard's very nice. That's quite intuitive as well. Just to pull the L and R sticks to different directions to do sort of spins and things. I mean, I'm not good, but I'm getting there. Yeah, you get some decent speed up.
Did I miss the gate or something? It's telling me to go back.
I don't know. You might have done. They're quite obvious gates when you know what you're looking for.
Pretty sure I hit it. I'm just going to keep wingsuiting because this is fun.
Yeah, it's fine. Free swim.
I'm going to crash in.
Everybody free swim.
Lake down at the bottom. That's my plan. I'm going to crash into the water.
How far down have you wingsuited?
All the way. Like I said, I think I missed a gate. There was some kind of like pillar that I was supposed to be aiming for, I guess, but I guess you had to land somehow, but I couldn't work that out, so I just kept on going.
Yeah, you've got a parachute that I think you were supposed to use.
Oh, we're not going to make it. Oh, we crashed into a cabin. We crashed into a brick. Oh, we got so close, though. So close. So close.
Next to a peak called Tech du Denay. Shouldn't be too hard to find.
Let's go again then.
Base camps are essential out here, so use them to explore surrounding areas and discover new lines.
Open. Okay. To change. So does that mean I have to change in a minute? Oh, is it
once you've landed, yeah, you go to your
I-
wheel and you select your snowboard.
I crashed again.
Move downwards to brake. What? Alright, whatever. Let's just snowboard again through the trees. Ah, trees! Oh my god, that's pretty intense. The speed is very, very fast now.
I'm quite
My
enjoying,
character
I'm quite
just
enjoying the
shouted shit, 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 shit.
I'm quite enjoying the wingsuiting. It's quite good fun. I mean, that's all I've done so far. So
I might be about to kill my guy.
which one's L2 again? Which one
one
is
on the
my
back,
left
on the
hand?
left.
That's my left hand there, isn't it?
Yeah, I had exactly the same problem with R1. I'm glad it's not just me.
Oh. So that one's 1 and that one's 2. No, I held the right button.
There's a lot of places like this out here, but we need to search for the best.
Okay, well it's going to make me start here, so that's fine. Alright, so what do I do next? Open and control, so I suppose I need to go snowboarding.
So we can get a better look at that drop zone over that way.
So how do I do that? Snowboarding?
Use them whenever you're exploring different areas.
Skiing?
Good job. The
Sorry?
more drop zones you discover,
I
the
was
more
listening to the guy.
challenges you open up, so always be on the lookout
It
for
still
them.
wants me to wingsuit.
A few of the other
Okay,
riders
well
mentioned
that's not
there's a
going to
snow
work.
park nearby.
Have you got to the bottom of the
Feel
track?
like brushing up on those trick skills of yours? Of course you do.
Oh, yeah, I had to jump forward and now it's going to let me do... Oh, I don't like this. I'm having my hands held and I don't like having my hands held. Now I'm snowboarding. Yeah, baby. Let's do this. Let's do this and see if we can. Let's see if we can take some dudes into a into one of those lovely lovely snowmakers, and then we can turn around and we can do a James Bond. They had guts moment. I think that was Lazenby, wasn't it? That was the bad Bond.
I can't remember. I'm being given a tutorial at the moment about snowboard tricks.
Yeah, I've worked out how to do snowboard tricks. I kind of did them accidentally. I will tell you though, snowboards don't work very well on rocks. They make a horrible grindy noise. I'm guessing in the real world I've ruined my I've ruined my snowboard. But
The sport you're thinking of is rockboarding, which is very different.
right, that's good then. I'm guessing the one with wheels is rollerboarding.
Yes, that's the one. What am I doing? I think there might be somebody against me. I'm doing some tricks.
Oh, you can go really fast if you want.
You
Bloody
really
hell.
can.
Whoa, there's a tree. There's a tree.
Oh, I missed a
Where's
good
base
opportunity
camp?
for a jump. Oh, I got lucky I didn't break his neck.
I've got to
got
go
a
to
gold
base
medal.
camp. How do I go to base camp?
There's probably telling you to
start
press
here.
try or press circle, hold circle,
Yeah.
and then find it on the map. Where am I going? Sponsored by Red Bull, clearly. Use L to move towards
What
the
am I
orange
doing?
beam with Red Bull Ultra Natural in it. Okay.
Oh, I really hurt myself sliding down a rock then. It went black and white and all like, you know, you're in trouble, mate,
Yeah,
kind of
that's
thing.
not good.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Seems to-
Yes, I will never
seems to be
drink Red
telling
Bull
me-
game.
Oh! Seems to be telling me not to hit the trees and all the rocks. But the difference is, when you are not wingsuiting, you can pick yourself back up again, which is quite nice.
Well,
But there is a bit of a G-force issue. If you do hit things with a bit too much G-force, it does get a little bit scary.
yes, it does. Try to get, if you can get your guy stuck in the air for a long time, he might even just shout shit, 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 which is what mine did.
Oh. I'm just skiing down the hillside at the moment.
Oh, broken legs. Come on, get up. You're alive. No idea where I'm going.
It keeps telling me I've got to go back to base camp, which is really weird. Go back
Maybe you just have to
the
start it again.
Tet Danny base camp. Oh, I'm just having fun. I'm just I'm ignoring the tutorial because you know what? You can, which is really nice. Oh yeah, rock boarding, not good. Oh, can I jump that?
I only got a bronze medal. Maybe nobody else
let's go
broke
back
their
to-
legs. Oh!
Let's go back to base.
Oh,
Oh, it wants me to use binoculars and things.
Oh, I know. That's just to find your next base camp area, though.
Over there, I marked out for you. Let's make our way over to it.
Oh.
It's reasonably intuitive, though, the snowboarding.
Oh, yeah.
Good job. The more drops,
Ah, I see. We're unlocking things. That's interesting.
always be on the lookout.
Yeah. I would like to get to the point where we can try and find some multiplayer action. Well, wait, now I might be only just getting a proper title screen after having learned the basics.
Mountain view. So if I hold that, then I can scroll over to the new base camp that I've created or found or whatever. And then I can go there.
Time for you to do your
And then it
thing.
says jump.
Remember, this is your journey.
And now it's teaching me tricks. So that's how far behind I am.
Any way you want, but no matter what,
Yeah, no, that's
don't worry about driving
it's
that
not
Red
really a
Bull.
problem.
Explore,
It's just a
discover,
basic
drive,
tutorial, and then it will
and
give you
obey
the actual
life.
opening scenes.
Oh, my dude put a drone in the air. What a cheeky man.
And aim for the big feet in the air and on the ground.
I don't really care about stunts and tricks. I'm guessing it's points and things that you're earning, isn't it? So.
I think so. I mean, you give you medals. Apparently, I unlocked a jacket sticker or something it said just now, so personalise your character, maybe that kind of reward. I don't suppose there's much you can do apart from new boards, new equipment, and new gear.
Oh, yeah.
Alright. What
I
say
just
we dive
crashed.
into some challenges and mountain stories nearby?
The same, I was doing
Start
quite well
working
there.
on that rep of yours.
Oh,
just
discover your
chill-
big objective with the short video. Oh, no, thank you.
Oh, is it tutorializing you still?
It's just
Having
showing
said that, it
you
hasn't
videos.
felt like a terrible tutorial, to be honest. It's been a little
I
bit
don't mind the
handheld.
tutorial because I'm playing. This is just telling me, watch a video. Like,
one by one, making your way to the king.
Oh, you want me to go through that gate? Oh, let's...
Level 20
Whoa,
to unlock the
Jesus.
summit of Mont
Whoa, I hadn't realised you could turn quite so sharply as that. I think I'm off the course. I'm in somebody's chalet. Right.
well, while you do that, I'm going to have a look around the menus just to see if I can find any kind of multiplayer mode where we can meet each other.
Mm-hmm. I'm guessing I have to get to the end of this race or something. I don't know.
Yes, I think you will have to do a couple of snowboard things. You'll have to do a sponsored by Red Bull snowboarding before you can get to the next part.
I hate Red Bull. I
Me
hate
too.
energy drinks. Don't do energy drinks. Not unless they've got vodka in them.
Really want to play. I'm gonna press play. What's this do? L1. Public leaderboard. Great. Action list. Square. Okay.
Oh,
Interesting.
I just worked out. I failed getting 100 points. Oh, that's... Now I've worked out what I didn't do right. Oh, I've got to get 100 points. Oh, I'm only halfway down the hillside before I worked that out. But that's all right. We can do this. Yeah, baby. That's 10 points. What's that worth? Come on, that must be worth points. Yeah, come on, that's points. Yeah, look at that. That was 44 points. What are we doing here, man? Yeah, come on. Yeah, stay up on your feet. Yeah, look at you. That's 129 points, and I haven't even got to the end. Why didn't I read the small print just a minute ago? Right.
I just want to
Done. Bronze medal.
Something else, isn't it?
skip cinematic.
Anything you've ever tackled before.
Equip your binoculars. Blah, 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 blah. Right, how can I find a friend?
Let's get over there.
So I'm now heading towards the Red Bull challenge, apparently. which-
Yeah, that'll get you to the end of this sort of tutorial. I think when you've done that, maybe we'll sort of try and link up, see if we can. See what we can
Absolutely,
get away with.
that's the plan. How do I skip skinematic? Skip skinematic? Right, yeah, whatever. I don't know what I got to do. Got to get 400 points. Yeah, all right. Let's see what happens then. Yeah, woohoo! That's 39 points. Don't hit the tree. Don't hit the tree. Don't hit the tree. The tree's not a good thing. Yeah, that's... Whoa, how did we not hit that tree? How did we not hit that tree? Oh, my guy just shouted Banzai, I think. He hurt himself when he landed there, but we lost some points. But never mind. Yep, I got a shit in the air.
Yeah, that's good. Oh, there should be a trophy for that.
What, shit in the air?
Yeah.
That would be complicated. I mean, it is a, you know, I'd find that difficult, but I'd do it.
Should be a trophy for most trees hit, because I think I'd get that one.
There's a finish line, there's a finish line, there's a finish line. Come on, baby, we got enough speed going on. Yeah, let's get it. Oh, yes. Oh, yeah, on our feet. Nice. Silver medal. Oh, bronze medal.
I'm going through what looks like a small town now, just enjoying myself. I can't see any intuitive menus, which is not great, so I'm just having a little snowball around all over the place.
Well, alright, what we could do is we could have a break there and just dive into the menus and see if we could actually work out how to link up. How about that?
Well, this is
because I'm now getting a cutaway.
Exactly. This is only our first impressions, so we'll go away and have a little play around, and it'll just be a few seconds. And we'll speak to you again then.
Well, 3T, after a bit of jiggery-pokery, a little bit of frustration, and possibly some loss of mental faculty, we may have worked out how to actually link for...
I don't think we have.
Shh. This time it's fully real. Now, I can see the game is waiting for you to come to me. Ah, there you are, looking almost like me. Right.
Nightmare Forest.
So, I don't know what we do. Oh, alright, there you go.
See you at the bottom.
Alright, race is on. This is nice.
Which one am I? I'm the guy who looks like
noob.
you.
Noob versus noob.
Oh, all I'm doing is tricks.
Woohoo! Oh my good god. I might have
Time
just
for
died.
rockboarding.
I might have just died.
Ah, trees, my nemesis.
Oh, I think we may have left the course. I don't know.
No, I'm heading towards a checkpoint. You should be too if you're going through the trees.
Yeah. I was just... I had a really lovely jump. That was nice. It was a lovely moment there, 3D, where you were actually at 33%.
Oh, yes. The best number. Oh, trees!
Trees are not your friend.
No, I'm going to miss this checkpoint by a long way if I don't adjust myself. Here we go.
I just cut in. Managed to miss the trees. Oh, no, there's trees! Oh, that hurt. Have I died? No.
I don't know.
How am I not dead?
Died.
How am I not dead? No, you've got 100%.
Is this the afterlife? Oh, and now I'm spectating. Try not to land on me.
Nope.
Right.
I've worked out how to brake.
Oh, how'd you break?
Nice. Yeah.
Worked out
I
how to break
banged,
my guy's legs.
turned sideways, and I squeezed the both triggers, and it seems to do it. I don't know if that's what officially it's supposed to do. Right. So, I've pushed X. Should we do that again?
Alright, let's have another go. And then maybe we should see if there's any other sports. Off we go.
Yeah.
Let's try and be a bit steadier.
Which one is me? Which one is you?
I'm the one who's
the
me.
worst thing.
Ooh.
The worst bit was those bloody trees.
Yeah, it's... they should chop them down.
Whoa! The thing is, you kind of had to go through them for the...
Yeah, there's not many options.
Oh, good God. No, that's a tree! That's a tree!
There's trees everywhere. I'm going to go to the left.
I'm going to miss the gate. I'm going to miss the gate. I missed the gate. I missed the checkpoint.
That's what I thought I was going to do last time. Oh, shit. Everything's gone
checkpoint.
sepia.
Missed the checkpoint.
Still ahead of me.
Yeah, I missed the checkpoint, though, but the game put me on the checkpoint.
Ah!
Now I'm viewing.
Just at the right time to watch me fall on my arse.
Yeah, I was watching you going arse over head. Yeah, your triggers seem to be your hands. It seems interesting. One more of these, and then we'll see if we can change the sport to something like I don't know. That bird,
we needed a cider for
suit.
Nightmare Forest, so
Nightmare.
I've just worked out why it's called.
Oh my god, that's what it's called.
And we are on 38 points each, so this is only right now to get a decider.
No, it's actually called Nightmare Forest.
How appropriate.
Oh, this looks different.
The sunlight will make it more fun. Let's go! Actually, is this a slightly different course, or is it just that the...
I think it's always a slightly different course. I think the checkpoints are in different places, which is interesting.
Not quite so treey at the moment.
Oh, yeah, but if you end up on the rocks, it does slow you down a little bit.
Whoa!
Like I just face planted into this.
I'm going to give up on tricks. I'm just going to try and survive. I think maybe that's the best option.
Important safety tip, don't hit rocks or trees.
Yep. With you.
Oh, you've been here before me. You're in front of me. That's nice. No! Oh my god, how am I still alive? Yeah, there's more checkpoints on this one.
This is slightly different. These trees are nasty trees. I don't like them. Oh god.
I'm following your I'm actually following your
rock boarding.
I'm following your trade.
I'm nearly there, but it's not going to let me. Come on, turn around. Come on, that's the
Come
finish.
on, for the win! Yes!
Oh no! Oh, those few milliseconds
For the win! For the win!
Because I rock boarded before the end and couldn't recover. That's awesome. Well won, sir. That was good.
Right, I'm trying to work out how to get us to a different race, so I don't know how to do
racing
that.
again.
Alright, well, here we go then. But it seems to be a slightly different course each time, so...
It's just one big
I'm wondering
range, isn't it?
I'm just wondering if I can pull out a sort of a wingsuit and cheat.
Well, I think you might be able to.
That was a bone-crunching landing that I just made there.
Yeah, my face is inside out, I think.
Yeah, well, my guy just started screaming, not good, and I'm trying to cut back in for a checkpoint that's over here. It's miles away. Now I'm on time. I don't know. How did I not hit that tree? How? How?
I don't know. I'm following your trench, so I'm hoping that means I won't either.
Well, that's what I was doing with you. This is the same course. This is the same one. Now, would you like me to give you a little tip that I actually used in the last race?
Is it don't hit the trees?
Well, there's that as well. But the main tip is if you squeeze your front trigger.
Oh yes!
Yeah. Nice.
Well, that's an interesting.
If you squeeze your front trigger, you get down lower. Now, I'm trying to work out though, how do we? Do you really want to quit the group and competition mode? No, I want a different bloody race. I'm bored with this one. Oh, it's challenge. Challenge 2 of 3, run 2 of 2. Oh, okay. So he's actually doing... we are moving to different courses. Interesting. Yeah, this is new. Good luck, sir. Meet you at the bottom.
Person with the most teeth at the end wins.
Oh! I thought that was ice. I thought that was ice hockey. But all right.
Were you affected by that impact the same as I was?
No, but I'm not really. Don't like this. This is very much a narrow sort of gully of madness. Don't do tricks, you'll die. My guy's still doing. Don't do tricks, you fool.
Stop using the jump. Just concentrate on directions.
Oh my good God!
No triggers.
You're a little bit behind me, aren't you? You're not.
I am quite a bit behind you now.
Don't hit the rocks. Don't hit the rocks.
Yep. does remind me a little bit of the old N64 1080 snowboarding, but that might just be because it's about snowboarding.
There could be that as well.
But it's quite intuitive. What I mean is, control-wise, it's quite intuitive.
Yeah, like you've worked out that it seems to be that your triggers are like your hands to do things, to lower you and sort you out, and it's interesting. Yeah. I mean, I'm sure there's a lot more to it than what we've already discovered, because there must be a little bit more nuance here.
But there's a whole wheel of sports, isn't there, as well? So
yeah. Good luck. To the bottom, toothless, toothy, toothy tooth.
You've got a lot more speed. Is that because you're holding down the R2 to crouch or something?
Yes. And I'm pushing forward like a maniac as well, which is, if you push forward, you go back faster. But the thing is, if you push forward and you hit something, you really do die. So it's not
I'm
worth
pushing
it.
forward, but I'm not pressing R because I don't want to let go of it and jump. But I think that is the key to winning. So
I've just bounced off a tree really badly.
Oh god, me too. But I seem to have skimmed it and recovered.
That's nice. Yeah, you're going to make it to the bottom before me.
R1, R2, sorry.
Yeah.
Now it's a clear run.
Nice.
We're quite evenly matched, which is very pleasing.
Yeah. Oh,
it's like
dear.
in one race, one of us sort of works out the course, and then the next one, the other does.
Well, I would have had that one, but I bounced off a bloody tree, which didn't help.
You were well ahead, to be fair.
It was the only dead tree in the middle of nowhere, and I decided to hit it because, hey, why not? Oh, well, that is nice. The next playlist starting in a few seconds. I think that's a nice place to leave the game there.
Yeah, we'll go and have a play and explore some other options.
So we've put some hours into Steep. So 3T, what are your impressions after the time we've put in? Is the game playable, do you think?
I'm pleasantly surprised by it, I have to say. Not my kind of thing usually, not a genre that I would look into usually, but I think hopefully it's apparent in our first impressions, or at least by the end, but definitely by the time that we finished playing when we weren't recording, most recently at least, it's a game that's hard to put down. It's something that is frustrating, but in a good way. So, I mean, I know we've had a play around. By no means have we touched every game mode, I would say, but things like a downhill checkpoint race where your only opponent is yourself, so you can still socialise, but you're trying to beat your own time or not fall over this time. And I don't know how many times we've restarted races with a sort of cry of anguish, and then just hammering or holding down the triangle just do it one more time, just one more go. Surprisingly playable.
And the thing is, even though, because we were managed to play some things together, and then some things we were like playing where you're playing in like golf mode, where you're playing against yourself. Yeah. But yet, because we were together in the group, when you get to the bottom, it was like, hey, I've done it in this time, and you get, I just saw it, because you get told what what the people in your group are doing. So it's like a golf mode, I guess, where you're playing against yourself, but you're also competing against everybody else in your group, and also when you get tired of the racing, you can just mess about.
You can just free swim. Everybody free swim.
I would say it was a game that is, you will probably disagree with me, but it reminded me of Trackmania Turbo in its I can't put it down frustration, in that one more go, I'll get it in one more time. I mean, you the last time we were playing, you said one more time, and one more time, and we just kept on going. Gotta get there.
There is that. It's that sort of time trial mode that I can see the similarities. I know what you're getting at, but for some reason I found this fun, and I didn't find Trackmania Turbo fun. So,
well, I think this is because this is also more sandboxy as well.
Yeah, maybe that's part of it.
You can kind of go off and do your own thing, and you can change modes. And I tried to do a downhill skiing event with a jetpack, and it sort of said, "Yeah, nice try, but I'm afraid this is just snowboards and skis." So it's very open and flexible. And I don't think you'd ever be able to do it with a jetpack. So I would say myself, definitely very playable. And I think the fact that we happily went back to it without we've got to play this because we've got to do a review about it, tells us, I think, that it's also very replayable as well.
I've been playing it in the background while we've been setting up and getting ready to record. So I think that actually speaks volumes. There's not many games where I've done that. So yeah, very playable, very replayable. What about hidden catches? Anything that has jumped out at you that is either loot cratey or DLC missing? Anything like that the game wants you to fork out for?
There are a couple of the peaks that you go to where it does actually say that you have to buy or unlock or buy, and I think it says buy.
Yes.
There is some DLC which I'm afraid I know this sounds terrible, but I'm not interested in that. And then there seemed to be, I'm not sure if there were some things that you had to buy, like clothes and things like that. But a lot of it seems to be that you unlock it by just doing events. But I didn't see any loot crates. But I think that's because this game sort of predates, or not predates, but I guess, well, maybe it does predate the sort of the loot crate fetishness where suddenly every game just said loot crates, gotta have loot crates, and I was quite surprised actually, because I did expect, if you think this is like an extreme sports type game, and you would think that would have a loot crate element in it, but I was pleasantly surprised that it didn't, and that the DLC was very open up. You have to to play this, to go to this track, you need the DLC. And it didn't hide it. It wasn't like, it wasn't hidden, but it also wasn't like every time you log in, would you like to buy credits? Would you like to buy credits? Like some games are.
Yeah. I think,
and the very fact that it didn't have a loot crate, that made me happy,
Exactly. It's up front with it, and it's at the point where you're going to stand on either two sides of the fence. You're going to see it and go, yes, I am enjoying this game and would like to spend some extra money, or you're going to go, this game is fun, but not that much fun. No, thanks, I'll stick to the free. And that's where I stand. I enjoy it, but I don't want to spend any extra money to unlock the full potential of it. Because I think if I want a quick race downhill, there's enough variety in the free content, or the available content, shall I say?
I think that's my attitude as well with it. I mean, and I think... when I sit and think about the fun factor I had with what I have, and there's so much still to unlock and do, that the game definitely has fun factor in just what it comes with. What about you and your fun factor?
Yeah, no, it's absolutely fun. I do enjoy taking off a huge peak and hearing the character shout shit, 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 or banzai, or any number of different things. But it's challenging. It's challenging and rewarding. To pull off a stunt and land, it really does feel like you've done something, even though it's only one button. Everything is done with just the shoulder buttons. All the stunts seem to be. But it is good fun. You do have to hold that button for the right amount of time and wait for the right time to do it. So it isn't just like spam the button and do the stunt like you would on some game. There is still an element of skill there, and there were a couple of frustrations that did ruin me fun factor, and that was not being able to turn around properly. And I don't know if that's the control, if I don't know how the control works, or because I don't know how many times we completed events skiing backwards. But that was quite fun. That became a challenge in its own right at one point. Can you do it backwards?
But what's really good though is when you're going backwards, because the camera is controlling your direction. It wasn't that everything was suddenly reversed.
No.
So the game had actually the game was simple enough and intuitive enough that even when you're like, why am I going backwards? I realised afterwards. It was probably about a day afterwards. I went, but hang on a minute. I wasn't having to worry about left is now right and right is now left.
Nope, just going downhill.
Oh, yeah. So that meant that even though it was a minor frustration, it didn't take away the fun factor, so to speak.
No, I think that's fair. This is going to be a difficult one. Can you think of, disregarding Trackmania Turbo, because we've talked about the similarities there, can you think of any other similar games that you've played, or any equivalent, really, to this kind of format?
Yes, a few different games. I mean, to be honest, the Just Cause games have a sort of an element of X Games about them, where you have wingsuits that you're using to fly around, and you have you can get again, it's not part of the campaign, but there's a little go-kart at the top of one of the mountains that you can ride down. So that struck me as something that was a little bit of fun there, with flying and sort of jumping down. But it sort of made me flash back to some things like, we were just joking about like Mario Kart and things like that, where you're trying to get through checkpoints and gates and that sort of thing. So it's got similarities, but of course it's also uniquely its own thing. And what's really nice about this, as in, if it was like a proper racing game, I know that sounds terrible when you say proper racing game, but you'd miss a checkpoint and immediately it'd say turn around, turn around, turn around, turn around. Yeah. And in a lot of the open modes, it's like, well, you missed a checkpoint, never mind, you can go to the bottom or you can start again. There was one mode that we were playing where it was like a time trial, and when you missed a checkpoint, it sort of said wrong way, and then stopped the timer. Yeah. But like, again though, you could then just mess about until you got to the bottom, so you could actually learn the route while you are timed out, or you could just hit triangle and go back to the top. And I did like that sort of hit triangle option to go back to the start. Again, that you see that feature in quite a lot of racing games, a lot of yeah. I mean, just Cause is what I thought about it most, but that was because I was mostly messing around at one point in wingsuits and things like that. Trying to launch off the ground with a wingsuit. But I can't think of any other game.
For me, being I'm gonna feel old now talking about this, but. I've never been a huge sports game fan, but I did own, when I had an N64, a little pause there for people to go, ugh, old. When I had an N64, there was a game called 1080 Snowboarding, or just 1080, I think, and I had that, and I don't know why I had it, but I did enjoy it. And what this feels like is that game sort of for people of my age now, slowing it down a bit, because 1080, just to explain what I mean there, 1080 was one of those games where you would do a load of stunts, but you after you had completed a race or a course, your hands hurt because you had to be doing so many different button combinations and moving the joystick and this and that and squeezing it hard, and you achieved your stunts by that. Whereas this game is like it's taking that format and going, yeah, but just relax, brother, you're nearly 40 now, let's boil this down. You know where the trigger buttons are. Well, do something with those, or don't. Just get to the bottom. And I quite like that. I could do the same range of kind of interesting stunts and turns and get little trophy dings in the corner, like, oh, yeah, I did a trick there. I'm pretty good. Without coming out and needing to, amputate a hand.
Or buy a new controller.
Or buy a new controller, exactly. It's
because I remember some of the sports games on like the Amiga, and also some of the original sort of games where you would stick the quick shot joystick to the cassette deck of the Schneider CPC 464, which is about to destroy it, or you'd stick it to the desk and then you'd literally destroy your joystick trying to do stunts and trying. And this was a little bit more. Yeah, man. Yeah. You're over 40 now, man. Relax.
Yeah, it's high. There's a lot of. It feels high speed and it feels high risk, but it also is done in a sedate way, so you can balance it and you can cope with it. And I think it's quite a nice mixture. So yeah, that 1080 snowboarding is my short answer to what is it like. But I don't have very many modern bases for comparison for sports games and extreme sports games.
I don't think so either. And for younger people, when we say 1080, we don't mean 1080p.
No, God no.
I mean, that said, it certainly is no Voltamace Pong, is it?
No.
That requires real skill. So at the end of the day, I'm quite happy. I think for myself it was worth the space, the time, and the download, and I certainly don't feel I've wasted the time I've invested in the game. What are your feelings?
Yeah, same. It might not stick around forever. I'm in no hurry to get rid of it. I would like to explore a little bit more of the world. It's a nice 10-minute pick up and play. Probably like a little stress reliever game. Just going to go down a mountain and make this guy go into trees, because that's about my level of skill. It's it's worth it. It's a nice game to pick up for your for your membership. Membership payment. Sorry, losing the ability to speak. Would you have paid for it though? Would you have spent any money on it at all?
Now I've played it, I might have thrown €20 at it. I have a feeling that would be the price point that I would put. In other words, I would have picked it up as a second-hand game. Before, I would have just walked past it and ignored it completely. And I do agree, it is a pick-up-and-play game. It's a little bit like Onrush, but whereas Onrush is in your face and loud, Steep is like, yeah, man, if you just want to, ski down a hill, you go for it. So I think I would have given it. I could give it. Now I've played it. It's my cup of coffee. So I would probably give it €20. What about you?
As much as I've talked it up, I probably wouldn't have. I'm happy to have had it as my game this month, or one of the games on offer this month, but I wouldn't have bought it separately. I wouldn't put any money into it that I wasn't already spending.
Oh, I certainly won't put any more money into it. I mean, that's the way I look at it as well. I mean, that's the thing.
Excellent.
Oh, right. Well,
quite a positive start to 2019.
I think that is a very positive start to 2019. And I'm going to say, this is MikePapaFoxtrot.
And this is 3C, and we were looking at Steep, the game which is currently freeloadable from the PlayStation Network in January 2019.